all of us. And we should be good to go. Let me see, make sure our mic is on. All right, here we are.
What up,
Cool.
everybody? What up? Welcome,
Hey, everybody.
welcome.
What's going on, everyone?
So today we're going to be going through our airdrop tool that we built, and we're going to be basically issuing a token on testnet. We're going to create about 20 accounts and add the Trustline to our new token that we built, and then we're going to run an airdrop against that token on all those accounts. And then we're going to look at the airdrop tool and actually issue a token with the airdrop tool itself. So let's kind of jump on in. So this is the X33 Labs GitHub site. This is the airdrop token. But first we're going to, I actually got a window open here. We're going to go to this Trustline generator. And so what this basically does is a kind of a tool for testnet that will allow you to issue a token and then create accounts and add the Trustline to that new token that you built. And it's kind of a good way to generate a bunch of accounts to test your airdrop out. So we're going to go ahead and install this and make some accounts. So first, you want to have Node.js and an npm installed. That's kind of like the prerequisites to about any of these tools that we're going to be, putting on our GitHub. But first, we want to clone this repo. And open up a command prompt. And I'm going to make examples folder. So we're going to do clone and clone this up. And then we're going to issue npm install. That's weird. Oh, I wonder. I'm not thinking. So, we need to go into the folder it made. I'll issue npm install. Sorry about that. So now we've cloned the repo, and let's go into our Trustline generator, and let's open this Trustline generator up. I'm just going to open up a notepad here. And you'll see these variable sections that we have to fill in. So what we need to do is generate two different wallets, a hot wallet and a cold wallet. So the cold wallet is going to be our issuer address that we're going to create the token under, and our hot wallet address is basically going to be our airdrop address. So let's come over here. I already have a window open for the XRPL testnet faucet, and we're going to generate some testnet credentials here. And so we're going to do this first one. We're going to make as the hot wallet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make note of this address. Actually put it in the comment section over here. Make a little space. And then I'm going to generate another one. Into the cold wallet secret. So make note of this one as well. This one's going to be our issuer address.
Hey, Kegger, one quick question from Soulless Punk in the chat. He said, can we perform this on the testnet?
And yes, that is actually what we're doing right now.
Perfect, thank you for that.
So we're issuing this on the testnet, yep. So we have our hot wallet, we have our cold wallet secret. We made note of the actual addresses here. Our public server it's already set to the testnet right here. Our fee is okay, it's 12 drops. our currency code, we will name this Park. Is awesome. And our supply will be 10,000 tokens. Our number of wallets we're going to set to only 20 because if we ran it against 500 and made 500 different wallets with trust lines to this token, it would take a really long time, and we don't really have that much time. So let's go ahead and save this. And this looks good. And let's come back to our command prompt and we'll go trust line generator. Yes. And we'll start up. And so while this is running, let's come over and open up another command prompt. Is that for now? And we're going to come over to our airdrop tool and go ahead and loan let's get this ready. And let's go ahead and go back and open up our airdrop tool, and we're going to go into the XPO airdropped and then go into the config and open up the settings. Actually, yep. And so now we have just settings.json open, and we're going to come back. I shouldn't have closed out our Trustline generator because I need those addresses that we're creating the token against. So our token, our hot wallet, and our cold wallet. So I'm going to basically fill these in. So this is our hot wallet, which is our airdrop address. Up there, and we're going to put our airdrop secret right here. And then our cold wallet, we don't really need the cold wallet secret because we're not creating a token with the airdrop tool. We're simply just saying this is the issuer address, and this is what we built the token, and we're going to pull the trust lines from. So our token is named Park is Awesome. And currency code. Domain and email do not apply because that's simply if we're creating a new token, and which we're not doing with the airdrop tool at the time. The supply doesn't really apply either. It's only used when creating a new token. Transfer fee does not apply. So our airdrop token amount. So our total supply is 10,000. Let's say 100 tokens to each address. With 20 wallets, that would be 2,000 tokens total, so 20% of the supply. The exclude bots doesn't really apply. That's only if you're using XRP forensics. We don't really need that. We're not touching the account lines throttle, the transaction throttle, because those are pretty much set. Exclude if user has a balance. That should be false because it's a brand new airdrop. We're dropping to wallets that do not hold our token at all. The rest of these don't really apply. So this looks good. Oh, we forgot our WebSocket URL. We need to change this to testnet because we used. Let's go ahead and go over and save this, and we'll minimize that. And come back and check on our trust line. So we're on number 13 right now. If anybody has any question, go ahead and drop it in the chat and ask away.
So yeah, Kegger, we have a question from xparrot589. So what would you enter if you were giving to current holders? So basically like a snapshot airdrop.
Okay, so if we're going to do it for current holders, you would come over here, and for the exclude if user has a balance, we would keep that at false. We would do include only holders equal to true because we want to include only holders for this, if that makes sense. It's pretty kind of self-explanatory. And then the include only holders number of tokens, we would basically, that's the threshold for the amount to be able to qualify for the airdrop. So let's say, you need to have 100 X parrot tokens. You would set this to 100, and anybody with 100 or over would get that airdrop. Our maximum number of trust lines, I forgot to set that. So that's only going to be 20 because we only are going to issue 20 trust lines with this test. And then our fee multiplier, that's just if you want to, have more, I guess, reliable transactions. It kind of sets the fee just slightly higher than the open ledger fee, just in case. This mostly applied to when the ledger was having issues with the fee escalation issue. So right now the base fee on the ledger is only 10 drops. And so with this fee multiplier and the open ledger fee being 10 drops, the fee will only be 11 drops every time a transaction goes through. So we'll go ahead and minimize that. And it looks like our creation is done. We've created 20 accounts on testnet with our Park is Awesome token. And so let's come over here to our airdrop tool. So we're kind of just following directions here. We did the get clone. We need to build now. So we'll go ahead and build this release. I believe, let me just double check that everything is good. Okay. Cool. Alicine, happy birthday. So I'm just making sure the config here. So the config is actually, we need to open that up after it builds because the config is all the way in this folder. Bin release .NET 5.0 config. It was just a little ahead here. But that should be fine because it copied over correctly. Okay. So we're all set with our config. So now we're going to come over here and navigate to this directory since we already updated our config, and then we're going to run our airdrop tool. So now we run our airdrop tool, and the very first thing we want to do is update the Trustline accounts because we want to pull in all of the trust lines from our issued token into our local storage. Yes. And so it says 21 total trust lines, but we only added 20. So how could that be that we have 21? Well, one of those is the hot wallet address that we created when we issued our token. And that hot wallet address that's configured, that is automatically removed from the Trustline accounts because we don't want to drop tokens to the hot wallet address. So let's go back. So after we've done that, let's go look at a report and see what those tokens look like. Whoops. I want a CSV report. Let's open up our config because I want to, let's say I want an Excel report. You can get two different types of reports. So a CSV separated value file or an Excel file. And I kind of like looking at an open Excel file. So I'll go ahead and save this. We need to restart our tool. Every time we make a settings.json config file change, we need to reset our tool and rerun it. The config can take in effect. So let's go ahead and run that report again. So it says it was generated, so let's go back to the .NET 5.0 folder and go to the reports folder, and we'll open up our report here that we generated. So we got all 20 addresses. One of those was removed because it was the hot wallet address. But we have 20 accounts that we're going to drop to. So that looks good. And so now we can pretty much just start our airdrop, or we can view the current settings. We can just, confirm that we're sending 100 Park is Awesome tokens. There's 20 trust lines in our database. Let's go ahead and run that airdrop. So this shouldn't take very long because it's pretty quick. If you have any questions right now, go ahead and ask them. Cool. So what the airdrop tool does, it drops 10 and then starts verifying those 10, and it kind of just cycles back and forth. So you'll be able to see how many successful transactions, how many are left, how many have failed. Okay, so our airdrop is finished. So let's go ahead and run that report again to see if everything ran correctly. And so we'll update our latest report here at 6:28 p.m. And you can see that we dropped to every single account. The transaction was verified. This xrplverify.com is only applicable if you're using the XRPL Verify tool, which helps combat scripts and bot farmers and everything. So it looks like everything was a success. It got confirmed on the ledger. We got transaction hashes and everything. This comes in really handy if you have a user or someone saying, "Oh, I didn't get my airdrop. Can you check my address?" Well, we can check it against this. And the future idea and planning is to basically have this data uploaded into XRPL Verify so that a user can check their address themselves, and there doesn't have to be any interaction on the project itself, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically just a really simple airdrop. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to move on and we can issue a token with the airdrop tool itself. Questions, guys?
X-Parrot said he wishes he learned Chinese before he came here, so you're doing something. You're doing something right, Kegger.
I hope it's not too confusing and it's not too overwhelming, I tried to make this as simple as possible. So let's go back to our .NET. Let's go back to our config folder and we'll open up the settings again. And let's create a new token. Let's create a couple tokens, actually. So let's go to our faucet. Let's generate another faucet. And this one, create some accounts here. So we're still on testnet. And so this one's going to be our issue address. actually secret conversion address because we're creating a token now. And let's generate another address. This one's going to be our hot wallet. So when you're creating a token with the airdrop tool, the airdrop address actually acts as the hot wallet. So that's where your tokens that you issued are going to go into. So that's the hot wallet secret. Let's name this one X33 Labs is awesome. And so our domain will be XRPL. Let's do XRPLive.com. So our domain is basically setting the domain on our issue account so it shows up on BitThump.
Wait, hold on, Kegger. One quick question from XParrot.
Yep.
He said the XRPL verified. Do I have to enter each account separately?
Ooh, what do you mean by that?
Oh, let's see what he says.
Mr. Parrot,
Mr. Parrot,
the
your
floor is
rebuttal.
yours.
Is he talking about how the XRPL verify tool works?
Yeah, I guess so. If I had to.
Yeah, so the XRPL verify tool works by, it basically, the users have to go through that site to add the trust line to your issued token. And so it appends basically a special cryptographic code when the trust line gets issued so that the airdrop tool knows it was verified through that site and that you are human.
So basically, so on his end, he doesn't have to do anything. He basically has to release the link, and the person looking to receive that airdrop,
so
they
if
will
he
put their
wanted,
wallet
let's
in.
say he wanted to issue a token and use the XRPL verify site. So he just contacted me, and I'd issue him basically a password, and he would put that into the airdrop tool right down here, and then all the information, he wouldn't have to do anything. He would just direct his users over to the XRPL verify site, and they would add the trust line through our site.
Cool, perfect.
And that would basically, it combats scripts and farmers because it requires human interaction. It's impossible to script your token then to be qualified for that airdrop, basically.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Yep, no worries. Okay, so we're creating this token. We have the XRP Live as our domain, xrplive.com. Our email, so this email basically adds an email hash to the issuer account, so that in BitThump, there is an image that kind of goes along with your issuer address. So I already have an email account set up with Gravatar. It's a site right here. You can see. You can go over there. It's free. You can sign up for it. Create a Gravatar, put an avatar image in, and then you can associate that email. So we'll go ahead and put that email into the email. Our supply, let's do 1 million for this. And none of the rest of the stuff applies because we're just simply issuing a token. So let's go ahead and save this. And we will rerun our airdrop tool. And then we'll go to number 9, issue new currency. So, yes. So we're getting status of what the app is doing. So we're issuing X33 Labs is awesome. Now it's creating the trust line from the hot to cold wallet. Oops, I wanted to actually grab this issuer address so we can view it in BitThump and testnet. So when this is done, show what we've added. Okay, looks like that's done. So now we can come over to BitThump and testnet and paste our issuer address in. And we can kind of check what we've done. So we've issued this X33 Labs is awesome token with 1 million supply. It sent it out to our hot wallet address over here. Now you can see this image. So this is the email hash that we added in the settings over here. So, whoops, that's the wrong. Oh, that's the wrong. Okay. So this email, this XRP of a verified contact at gmail.com. So that gets associated with with a Gravatar over here on the Gravatar account, and it can display this image on BitThump on the Block Explorer, which is kind of cool. You know, it kind of associates your brand and shows your token. The domain xrplive.com. This name is actually part of the Gravatar. So you can change this. The nice thing about this is if you black hole this account, you can actually change the image in this Gravatar still because it's simply just connected with that email address. And let's go ahead and issue a new token. So if you want to, let's say you already have a token issued with an issuer and you want to issue another token. So say...
Kegger, one quick question from Soulless Punk. He said,
Yeah,
how do you
ahead.
get your Twitter handle to show like we have?
Twitter handle to show. I'm not sure about a Twitter handle. Like on our park issuer? Yeah, we don't have a Twitter handle on our park issuer. Is that what he means?
So he's saying on XRP scan?
On XRP scan.
I mean, I see the domain, so that links you right to the website. As for the Twitter handle, to be honest, I had no clue that was even showing.
Yeah, I don't
Twitter,
think
right
that.
there.
Yeah, I don't. That is not really even on Ledger at all. I think that's something that they just add. Honestly, because you don't set anything up with the Twitter handle. This domain actually comes from the domain that we set up. You know, right here. That must be something extra that XRP scan adds. And we honestly we didn't request that at all. I think they probably just voluntarily, you know, added that. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So yeah, let's go ahead and issue another token and just say in where I'll go ahead and save this. This is literally all you have to do is just change the currency code, and then let's say we want our supply to be only 10 for this token. And we'll save this. And once again, we have to shut down the tool and restart it since we changed the settings. Let's go ahead and issue that new token. That's issuing Atom is awesome with only a supply of 10. So we're going to have 2 tokens issued under this issuer. Okay, now it's done. Let's go ahead and refresh. And now we have Atom is awesome token with a supply of 10, and they got sent out to our hot wallet. And so our hot wallet actually has both of these tokens now. And
Kegger,
so
one one quick thing. Soulless
Yep.
Punk said XRP scan might like us. That's the reason why they added it.
Oh, cool. That's good to know. So now we have 2 tokens issued under this issuer account. And so let's say, well, we're kind of done issuing tokens. We want to fix this supply. Let's go ahead and black hole this account. So black holing means you're going to give up access to this account, which means you can't issue more tokens, you can't issue more supply, and let's go ahead and do that. We don't have to worry about this XRP, so we got almost 1,000 XRP in this account. We're gonna go ahead and black hole it, but we don't have to worry about this XRP sending it out because it does that automatically. Let's go ahead and do this. It gives you a nice warning here, and so you actually have to type in black hole in order to confirm that we want to black hole this issuer account. So step 1 is sending our remaining XRP to our airdrop wallet that we already configured, because we're not giving access up to our airdrop wallet. That's always going to be in our possession, and now we're basically setting the regular key and then disabling the master key to black hole this account. Okay, looks like we're done. Now we can refresh again. And here we go. Count as black hole. And then come over here and we'll see that XRP except less than 1 XRP for gas fees remained in our account. So the 10 reserve, obviously we can't send that out because that's a reserve fee for our account. But we sent the rest of this XRP out to our hot wallet. So our hot wallet should contain just a little bit less than 2,000. And then we have our Atom is Awesome token and X33 Labs is Awesome token. And now we can run our airdrops through this hot wallet address if we want, or we can create a new one for our airdrop. But that's kind of the overview for all this. If you have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, that's pretty much it.